finally, a MCU movie after so many years. I believe the last Marvel Cinematic Universe movie that we have seen is Spider-Man Far From Home, I think, which released on 26th June 2019. And after that, the big, or you could say the most anticipated movie should have been Black Widow, which got delayed due to the COVID crisis. And unfortunately, the movie kept on getting delayed, and finally the movie is released on July 9th, 2021. Yes, the movie is out, guys, and I believe a lot of us have seen the movie. But the question lies that should they have should they have delayed the movie so long, or they should have released it over the streaming platform? Well, the movie is not a big hit, neither a big miss. It lies somewhere in between amongst the other Marvel movies, but then again it still fails to be on the list of one of the best MCU movies. But then again, it has its best moments too. So before we start off with today's video or discussing about the movie or how it was, there are two aspects I'm really interested to talk about. First thing first is the day and date release, of course, which comes to the Disney Plus Premier Access thing, right? But the question about that is as I could see, like a lot of movie theaters have been complaining that for Black Widow not performing that well in the second weekend, or the huge drop in the second weekend, is just because of the Premier Access thing, right? And again, most countries, they don't have this day and date thing. I still feel that the day and date release doesn't make any sense, for me at least. And places like India, where I'm from, of course, there is no, even though we have Disney Plus, we don't have the day and date release system, or you can say the Premier Access. Due to that reason, a lot of movies like Luca, or you could say Cruella, and even Raya the Last Dragon, which actually finally came in Disney Plus Hotstar, which is in India, but we still fail to watch Luca's there, we still fail to watch Cruella. Now the thing is, people in India, just like me, due to that reason, they do end up going into the torrent website or other online website rather than going to the PVOD platform, as India is a country which is not that much into the PVOD style. But then again, those are all other talks. Let's start off with the Black Widow review. People say we should always start with the good things, so here are the good things about the movie. The first and the foremost thing is the opening credits. My god, never have I ever seen an opening credits like this in any MCU movie. Like, none of the MCU movie ever had something like this. This gave a pure feeling of the Jason Bourne kind of movies, and also like a very strong spy thriller movie, which it should have been, but that's okay. And of course, the opening credits had a song by, let me check, Malaya J, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Trust me, this was the first time I heard the song, and it went really well with the opening credits. Everyone can go to YouTube and search for the opening credits, because I believe the opening credits are there online to watch it. So I recommend hear the song with the opening credits. It's amazing. And anyways, the song is available in Spotify, iTunes. I said Apple Tunes. Okay, the next big thing is Yelena. Of course, Florence Pugh. We loved her. Everyone loved her, and everyone is going crazy about her. She's cute, she's dangerous, she's funny, she is, of course, humorous, and she played those emotional parts well too. And yes, you get that small sister kind of a vibe when she's with everyone, and whenever she is with Scarlett Johansson, right? And that's coming to that. I really loved her action scenes. So sorry. I loved her action scenes, but unfortunately, I wished there would have been more of it. But then again, I was happy. I was completely happy of whatever she did. Mostly that pose part. Moving ahead, it's Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow. And of course, she performed exactly the way I wanted her to perform, neither more nor less. And she played a very strong emotional part in the film. Yes, wanted her to do more stuff into it, but okay, that didn't happen. and I believe she got a very good send-off in the movie. Of course, the way the movie ended by connecting to Infinity War, or you see her Infinity War look, and I see it's a good end to her whole era of working as Scarlett Johansson, right? And again, the relationship between both sisters, right, Yelena and Natasha, has been amazing. It was disastrous. It was loving. It was caring. They knew that they are not real sisters, but that again, the relationship, the bond, was amazingly beautiful. That really helped me throughout the movie. Well, the next good thing about it is Rick Mason. I believe he's played by O.T. Fagbenley. Yeah, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. So his relationship with Natasha was really amazing. It was short, simple, but I really liked it. The way he used to provide things for her, and she never paid for anything to him. And I remember when he arranged her the chopper in the last minute, and later in the end he said, like, I can get you better stuff if I have more time, and he gets her that Quinjet, and it's good to see her open up and being close with someone, other than, of course, we have seen with Hawkeye all those years, and after we had some conversations with, of course, Steve, but here with Elena, but then again with this character, felt nice. Now, not only that, moving ahead, we have Olga Kurilenko. Yes, she was Taskmaster, but wait, I'm not talking about Taskmaster. I am talking about the character Olga Kurilenko. Yes, she was Taskmaster. She was Dreykov's daughter in the movie, and as we all knew that she was there when Natasha exploded that building, and she knew she was there when she was trying to kill Dreykov, and she was manipulated. But then again, her expression, the way, the scenes where she was without her mask, was amazing. Was really amazing. The way, because her silence, and in the end when she speaks, maybe for a while, I don't know, I felt it amazing. I don't know what about you all, but I felt it really nice. Now comes the last, and unfortunately the last good thing about the movie is the post-credit scene. Yes, a post-credit scene, we get to see Yelena coming to Natasha's grave and being a little bit emotional. It looks like she keeps on coming to her grave, and guess what? Who comes in? Valentina. Yes, we see her in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Actually, Black Widow was supposed to come before Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's why her first appearance was supposed to be in Black Widow. But then again, of course, due to the changes, we get to see her here. And we get to know that Florence Pugh, Yelena, has been working with her. Now, I don't know if it's for the Thunderbolts or for the Dark Avengers. My bet's on Dark Avengers. And she hands her next mission. And guess what? And who it is? It's Hawkeye. And yes, that means she's going to be there in the Hawkeye series, and she has been confirmed already. But here she says that the guy responsible for her sister's death is Hawkeye. Now we get to see, like, going against Hawkeye, trying to beat him up or trying to kill him. I just want to know how he explains her the whole scenario at shit, I'm forgetting, was it Morag? No, that was not Morag. Vormir, yes, at Vormir. Yes, can't wait for that. That was the end of the good parts. Let's move into the bad parts. Yeah, those weren't very bad, but I could say that was just bad. So here, the first bad thing about the movie, or I could say, was David Harbour's Red Guardian. See, the actor is amazing, huge potential, but I still feel that Red Guardian's role was irrelevant. Maybe in the beginning, when they were in that, when they were kids, and both Rachel Weisz and David Harbour was there as double agents, or I could say they were as spies out carrying out their mission, made sense. But then again, later on, he just became a comic relief. Even if you take him out of the equation, or even from the movie, it wouldn't have mattered. I could say a lot of things could be incorporated in place of that. Even he had like the worst fight scenes ever. Like even his fight scene with Taskmaster was not relevant at all. I found it lame, really lame, and he was just over the top comedic. But then again, since he is still there in the end, and looks like there is a potential for him to come back, and I believe Marvel is going to bring him back and can redeem the character again. So if they do that, I'll be really impressed. And again, moving ahead, it's Rachel Weisz's character. Again, she was not required out there, but they could have done more with the character, or I would have really loved to see her evil, trying to, this thing when they do that stuff where they we feel like she actually get them captured, and then again we get to know it was their plan altogether. Yes, in that scene, if you'd have purposely captured made them captured, would have made sense, because I was looking forward for her to be evil. But then again, as she's alive too, again a huge potential for her to be used in future movies or can play a more pivotal character. Now, biggest disappointment, Taskmaster. Not Olga Kurilenko, but Taskmaster as a whole. The disappointment was, number one, no clarifications or nothing about the tech, the Taskmaster tech. I love the thing that it was not like a power, but it was a tech. But how the tech came into existence, some history or some future about it. Second end is fight scenes. Fight scenes were good, but then again, very few. And also, Taskmaster's main thing about him copying people's move was completely underused. I could see maybe just one scene or two we see him copying stuff, but other than that, zero, none, nada, nothing. But then again, the tech exists, she survives, Taskmaster is there, maybe Taskmaster will be used again, or maybe his tech will be used again in future. Maybe Olga Kurilenko will be playing the same character, maybe it might be someone else too. Or maybe we can get to see him be a part of the Thunderbolts or the Dark Avengers. Possibilities are there, right? Now the next worst part of the movie was the third act. Complete mess. The even third act didn't feel like a third act itself. And it was just because of a Marvel movie, they had to push through it. And of course, the Red Room being in clouds or in space felt very lame, because come on, S.H.I.E.L.D. used to have their helicarriers. You feel like S.H.I.E.L.D. never found or never even hit it ever in this guy's. Okay, that sounds lame though, but then again, come on, it was S.H.I.E.L.D. dude. Nick Fury would have easily found the Red Room. Okay, whatever it is. But the third act, lame CGI, but I won't say it's completely lame, not like Justice League lame, but it was rushed, I feel, or just over the top action scenes. It was, even her fight with the other widows was not that much compelling to me, not at all. And I felt it was a hard miss. They could have made it much more thriller type into the end. Even since I was feeling that they were not going ahead with too much of action scenes, right? And they could have kept it that way. Maybe a few fight scenes or something, they could have ended it in a pleasant way. But third act was the worst part of the whole movie. But then again, the last final, I could say, okay, it's good to end the worst things about the movie. So I could say less fight scenes. Yes. See, when the movie started with the initial opening credits, I felt like it would be a spy thriller. And if it would have gone exactly like the Jason Bourne style, even with the less actions, the much more spyish kind of a thing, it would have been amazing. Literally something really different from the Marvel side. But then again, it's like they're going to give you few action scenes, you feel like you'll get some action scenes, then again, boom, no actions again. A lot of talking, a lot of other stories, those whole family thing happening, and then again you'll feel like, okay, you'll get to see something big happening. Again, things slows down. It's like they lift you up, they put you down. Yep, huge potential it had. So my bet is that what it could have been And I feel that what it could have been is that her backstory about Hawkeye, rather than she telling Yelena or anyone else about what happened in Budapest and everything, they should have actually showed us. We didn't need a huge scene. Remove Red Guardian, show us that scene. Talking about the rewatchability factor of this movie, I believe most people would watch it twice. And even I would watch it twice because I've watched it. Yes, I've already watched it twice. And after that, maybe it's better to watch the scenes that you love the most, especially the opening credit scenes. And apart from that, I don't think it has much of that watchability factor. But then again, who knows? If you like it, you can watch it as many times as you can. Now, coming up to the rating, I would say this movie stands up into... See, I really wanted to give it a 7, but unfortunately I have to stick to 6.5. Yes, I'm so sorry, but 6.5 is what it deserves. And to be honest, this movie should have been released in the streaming services, and rather than getting delayed for so long, or they could have released when Wonder Woman 1984 got released, or maybe before that, or maybe just right after it, because this movie is by far better than Wonder Woman 1984, but there are few things that Wonder Woman 1984 has done properly which this movie has missed. But I'm not saying that 1984 is better than this one, but yeah, there are a few scenes. But then again, Black Widow it's far better than Wonder Woman 1984. So that's my review for the movie. What do you think about it? And if you watched the movie, then how did you like it? If you didn't watch the movie, I would recommend go watch it. For fans in India, there's still time for the movie to come in Disney Plus Hotstar. But then again, we have F movies, and I don't recommend, but torrents and other sites to watch the movie. So, until next time, this is Hannibal. See you soon.